Get a global vision for the cause of Christ and pour yourself out for the unreached. Get a global vision. Far too many Christians are trying to fight for joy within the tiny little sphere of their family or the tiny little sphere of their 14,000 member church. And I mean that with no irony. Because the globe makes that church look like a tiny dot on the map, and God is at work in every square inch of this planet. He's at work in North Korea, China, Vietnam, Cuba, Iraq. He is at work in post-Christian Europe. He is at work in worldly America, sliding to who knows where morally. God is reigning and working and spreading and conquering and building. I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it. And if you deny yourself an awareness of the global work of God, you're cutting yourself off from some big emotions. And you're just kind of living in a little cocoon of your family or your church and wondering, why do I only feel small emotions? It says, God, today with internet and magazines, you can find out about the triumphs of God among the suffering church. Just type in persecution.org for starters and find out the triumphs of God in the most suffering church. Get a global, big vision. You were made to know and love and embrace a global God, a universal God, not just a little teeny, intimate God. Those are precious emotions. Don't let me mock them. Those are precious. But if that's all you want, just want to rest in your arms, Lord Jesus, and feel your acceptance. Just that, no more. Let the world go to hell. It doesn't matter what's happening in Iraq or North Korea or China or Argentina or Brazil or Japan. It just really doesn't matter. I just feel so good. Just break free from that limitation to intimacy. But love intimacy. John Patton, the missionary to the New Hebrides, was being chased by 1,500 people who hated him on the island of Tanna. And to escape, he crawled into a tree while they ran underneath. And he said, the fellowship and the intimacy that I enjoyed with Jesus through the promise, lo, I will be with you to the end of the age, was so sweet, I would not trade that moment for any moment in my life. So please don't hear me saying that the sweet, deep, precious, personal, intimate fellowship of Jesus is a small thing. It's just gets you to Tanna. It gets you to the island of Tanna. It gets you to the New Hebrides. And 6 months after you're there, you bury your wife. And then you bury your 6-week-old baby. And you say at the grave, if it were not for Christ, I would go mad. And then you give the rest of your life in the New Hebrides. That's what joy is meant to do in this conference.